we're going to be talking about lines and pretty much finding the equation of a line. And so first we'll talk about finding the equation of line when you have the graph shown to you, and we can find the y-intercept and the slope and get the equation that way. Then after that we're going to talk about getting the equation when we just have 1 point and the slope. Then we'll look at getting the equation when we have 2 points. And then finally we're going to look at some word problems having to do with lines and their equations. Okay, so to start off, we're going to try to find the equation of this blue line right here. And so hopefully you remember the slope-intercept formula of y equals mx plus b. Very useful. And so what we're going to do here is we're just going to look at the graph. We'll find the y-intercept, which is b, right? We'll find the slope, which is m. And then if we just plug that in, then we already got the equation of our line. It's as simple as that. So looking at this blue line here, we can see that the y-intercept, remember the y-intercept is just wherever the line intercepts the y-axis. So here's our blue line, here's our y-axis. We can see that they intercept each other right here, right? That's also where x equals 0. That's another way to think about it. So at the point 0, negative 1, that's our y-intercept. So our b value is just going to be negative 1. Because this is at 0, negative 1. Okay, and then so to find the slope, remember slope is just rise over run. So we're just going to look at any 2 points on the graph and just see how much we have to rise and run to get to the other point. So let's just start at that one that we already found, right, 0, negative 1. And then we'll try to get to this point right here. So to do that, maybe I'll show you in green. We've got to go up 1, 2, right? And then we've got to go across 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a slope already right here. That's a slope of 2 over 3. So then over here, I can go ahead and put that. Okay, now that I have my n and my b, I just have to put those into the formula. 2/3 x plus negative 1. Or you might know that I could rewrite that as minus 1. So the equation for this blue line here is just y equals 2/3 x minus 1. Okay, so let's take a look at a different one now. Alright, so taking a look at a different line now, just to try the same thing with a new line. Remember, first we want to just find the y-intercept and then the slope, or you could find the slope first if you want. And then we'll just plug those two values into our slope-intercept form and we're done. So with this line here, we can see that the y-intercept is over here now, right? That's where the the y-axis and the line intercept, and so that's where the y-intercept is. And so that's at the point, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 4, right? So our y-intercept is that 4. So we know that our b value, right? B from over here is going to be 4, so we'll just put a 4 right there. And then now we want to look at what the m is, right? Which is slope. So again, we'll just start at this point and go to this point, the next point to the right, just to find the slope. And so you might notice that we have to go down 1, 2, right? And then over 1. So that's going to be, since going downwards is negative, that's going to be negative 2, right? Because we went down 2 over positive 1 because we went to the right 1. Which, you can simplify to just negative 2. And so that means right here, we just have to write negative 2. So the equation for this line right here is just y equals negative 2x plus 4. Alright, now that we tried a couple together, I want you all to try this one on your own. So go ahead, pause the video really quick. Try to find the equation of this line right here. I'll step out of the way for you to pause it. And and then unpause the video when you're done. Okay, so hopefully you gave that a try. So now I'll just, walk through it with you just in case, or just to double check. So, same thing as before, we want to find the y-intercept, right? On this one, that's going to be right here, right? Whoa. Let's make sure we press that button. That's going to be right here, right? and that's at the point 0, 2. So our b value is going to be that 2 right there. So I can already go ahead and write that right here. Okay, and then to find the slope, remember, just rise over run, right? So if I want to go from this point to this point, I've got to go up 1, 2, 3, right? So I'll go ahead and go 3 right here. And then I've got to run 1, 2. So up 3 over 2, that means a slope of 3 over 2. So then we just go ahead and we write that right here. 3 over 2 x plus 2. So the equation for this line is just y equals 3 over 2 x plus 2. And just really quick to show you, in case you were wondering, you really can pick any 2 points on the line. If I were to start at this one and go up, I'd go up 3 and then I'd go over 2 to get to this one, right? So that would be 3 over 2 as well. And even if you wanted to go to the left, you could go down 3, right? That's 1, 2, 3. And then to the left, 2. So remember, down is negative. Left is also negative. So you'd have negative 3 over negative 2, which is the same thing as 3 over 2, right? Double negative.